Finally, Air India 171 crash, which is India's worst aviation disaster. Its preliminary report is out. I'm going to talk about what actually happened in those final moments. I've gone through the report, and here is what happened. From that report, it is clear that just after takeoff, two engines were shut down. Was it a deliberate action by one of those pilots in the cockpit, or it happened because of malfunction in the hardware? Or was there any malfunction in the fuel cutoff switches? But investigation is more leaning toward the other case where pilots intentionally did the shut off, because in the cockpit voice recorders it was recorded that where one of the pilot asked the other pilot, like, why did you turn off? If it happened without any intention, that why would he ask such question? We can also hear the other pilot saying that I didn't do it. Definitely pilots were aware of what actually happened, and they knew that fuel was cut off to those engines. After realizing that fuel was cut off to both engines, so they did try to turn on. It is also recorded that engines tried to come online, but there was not enough time for the flight for recovery. They did not have enough altitude to come out safely. Investigation is also considering that was there any terrorist activity involved. They're also trying to investigate what actually happened with those pilots just before the crash. Was it a suicide or was it a suicide murder? We just don't know. Flights are designed to be safe, so these engines work independently. One engine is not dependent on another, so they have two different switches. Both of them cutting down just after 1 second looks like a manual intervention. After this preliminary report out, and people are jumping into conclusions that it was a pilot error. So because of this reason, Boeing stock, which crashed, is now picking up and it has reached a 52-week high. This is just a preliminary report, so we cannot jump into conclusions what actually happened. We just have to wait and watch until the final report is out. It can take a lot of time to get the final report out because they have to consider so many things. Please stay tuned for more interesting videos like this. Thanks for watching. Bye.